1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast with Emmy Hikins and
It's
Trevor
me
Gear.
and my brother, Trevor and family.
Hating. Because otherwise his skin would glue together and he wouldn't be able to swallow. But then he had a lump on his throat as well. And he was saying, oh, there are good days and bad days. And I'm thinking, my days. Good days and bad days. 2 hours every night. You know. So I weighed that on my mind. Oh, that weighed on my mind. And then the other issue I think it was somebody in power, one of the MPs, because they said he stalled. And then he'll take, even if it gets approved or if it passes through Parliament or whatever, I don't know what process is. Even if it passes through Parliament, it's then going to take another 5 years to train the doctors. And I don't know, but to train the doctors that would be carrying out these procedures. This person said, and there were people demonstrating with placards saying, you know, take care of life, not kill it or something. Anyway, there were political sides to it. So there was one side was the political side, and the other side was the morality side. But who's gonna get stuck in that middle is the ones that are suffering. So ones in the hospice, for instance. And I learned there's about 500 hospices in England, I think. And I think the one that they went to was in somewhere close to Brighton. Anyway, that's besides the point. What side would I be on? I'd still take the neutral side. I would still sit on the fence and go, I want neither nor. I don't want to be on this side, nor do I want to be on this side. And the reason is, if you're on one side of it, the side that I would like to be on, preferably, and I'm not saying I'm on that side, but the side that I would like to be on, preferably, would be on the side of saving a life. But then there's a side of somebody getting woke up every 2 hours by doctors. That must be costing the state a lot of money in care. The money is besides the issue. The life's more important. But then the person himself, how does he feel? And what kind of swayed me onto this side that I'm on now, which is the side of life? Which is the side of not having the bill passed through, or just leaving it as it is now. The side that sort of swayed me was a lady. I call her a lady, but she was a mother, and I think she had one daughter, and she has this. She can speak. She's in a wheelchair, but she has this control thing in her hand that she uses because she can't really have it. She doesn't have the full use of both her hands, and so she has this thing that she has to scroll through the phone and type, and it takes her ages to type. But thank God she can speak, and she can speak fluently, and she has a full faculty, so she's all right, speech-wise and hearing-wise. But then she said, if you had asked me this question 5 years ago, I would have said, yeah, assisted dying bill, yeah. Then she said, now, I've sort of changed my mind. But she's still in pain. Her situation hasn't changed. But what's changed for her, according to this lady, is that her daughter, she wants to spend as much time possible with her family members. And that's her daughter. She was just focused on her daughter. She said, my daughter said to me, Mom, we want to spend as much time as we possibly can with you. And I thought, well, there you go. That's my point there. So, but you can't rest it on one case scenario, can you?
No.
Yeah.
And again, I suppose we all can suggest how we would react, but I guess if we then found ourselves, somebody in our families or even ourselves, if we found ourselves, God forbid, but in pretty chronic pain, a lot of physical pain, it must be desperate and desolate for somebody in that situation. So it's probably until you walk in those shoes of somebody in that situation, we don't really know what we would do. But it's a difficult one, because I suppose on the other side of it, if people stood by the life side, not allowing people to take their own lives, that's one thing. But the fear would be that if you do allow people, that maybe the family could put some sort of pressure on the person, depending on what the dynamic is in the family and whether there's money to be inherited. There's all sorts of other factors that might come in, I suppose. But yeah, until we've seen that situation like that in our own family lives, we're not sure, are we? Okay, the next one. Is it ethical to use animals for food or...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us. Please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show. His contribution's thoughtful and smart.